Good evening. At the headlines. NPP and welcoming Congress leaders. First, Amit Shah inaugurates India Maritime Week in Mumbai, says India is emerging as a strong maritime power. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi participates virtually in ASEAN-India Summit, seeks early review of ASEAN-India Free Trade Agreement. The news in detail, and first let's look at the local news. In a significant political development, several senior leaders of the Congress from West Khas Hills District, including President of the West Khas Hills District Congress Committee, Bormanding Nonglang, officially resigned from the Congress to join the National People's Party. The new members were formally welcomed by the Deputy Chief Minister and State President of NPP Meghalaya, Preston Tinsong. The event was also attended by Shri Himalaya Shangpliang, NPP spokesperson, Gabriel Watlang, MLA of Nongstoing. Addressing the gathering, Tinsong asserted that the NPP-led government is one that works through action rather than words. He highlighted key developmental initiatives undertaken by the government in Nongstoing, including the construction of the Nongstoing-Mau Ed Road, describing it as a vital route for trade and connectivity.
Nang yo isu nang desa kamat, yaki kam ki bangan nginang betulut, hakaway pakaway, kasnong, but hakaway pakaway ka constituency, kabahap hangne, hapo, West Khas Hills Jompi. Ngatry nga siya pagkagmaw kandiat kasurok na Nongstoing sa Moe, lade kaway kamati kabakraw, baniyat tiplak. Nakwa manyathu yapi na mau nilarai pansna kasurok pan penwiang thea nong jeri balengi kwa banle kumta namarkan ni kandei ka economic corridor kaban connect ya karanikor kaban connect sa Bangladesh bat kaban connect ku sa po South Karo Hills Barokawi bat kani kaban omduna ya ka lais pa klur kabangin invest kani kalong kejumentoy jong ka West Khas Hills Barokawi ngatarai bania keren ya kecing sisa 4 don sorkar ngadu ajar karpra kabala ban pelut por ban pelut hakalenti kasengge 4 don sorkar ngangla don ka sorkar nu ajar lai dei tat haw ajar karpra bat hadu kani ka klip mat ka babentang baka jing pelut pisah kabe dei bat ka surok omduna syu ya ka khasan hajar klur.
The Meghalaya government has commenced the observance of Vigilance Awareness Week 2025 to be held from October 27 to November 2nd under the theme Vigilance, Our Shared Responsibility. The week-long program began with the Integrity Pledge administered by Chief Secretary Dr. Shakil P. Ahmed at the main Secretariat Porch, Rilang Building today. The event was attended by senior government officials. Vigilance Awareness Week is observed annually during the last week of October to encourage collective participation of all stakeholders in the fight against corruption while fostering a culture of integrity and transparency all across all levels of governance.
I believe that corruption has been one of the major obstacles to economic, political and social progress of our country. I believe that all stakeholders, such as government, citizens and private sector, need to work together to eradicate corruption. I realize that every citizen should be vigilant and commit to higher standards of honesty and integrity at all times and support the fight against corruption. I therefore pledge to follow probity, and rule of law in all walks of life.
BSF Meghalaya Frontier IGOP Upadhyay has asserted that the cattle smuggling along the Indo-Bangla border in northeastern region has increased and the early erection of border fencing would be of great help in stopping this smuggling. Upadhyay informed that some progress has been made in Meghalaya as far as erection of fencing in the Meghalaya, and BSF is seeking early handover of the land from the state government to complete the erection at the earliest. It may be mentioned that around 50 to 60 kilometers of Indo-Bangladesh border out of 443 kilometers in Meghalaya is yet to be fenced, and efforts are on to complete the fencing in the remaining stretch at the earliest.
The border fencing will be a great tool to control the trans-border crime. Of late, there is an increase in the cattle smuggling through the northeastern states. But I'm sure that with the help of the state police and with the help of the local custom authorities and other security agencies, we will be able to control it. And if the fencing is constructed, certainly there will be the control over the cattle smugglings and other trans-border crime.
In a move to follow up on the long pending demands regarding several deficiencies along the Jorabad-Umiam 4-lane road, a joint inspection of the road was carried out today. The inspection was conducted in the presence of representatives from the National Highways Authority of India, the district administration, local leaders and KSU leaders who assess areas requiring immediate repair and improvement. This inspection comes after the KSU recently submitted a reminder letter to the Deputy Commissioner and the NHAI, reiterating their earlier demands for necessary actions to enhance the road safety and infrastructure. Following the inspection, NHAI representatives assured that a detailed report on the required works will be completed by October 31st and expressed their commitment to addressing the demands. Speaking to reporters, Ferdinand Karkamni, president of the KSU Ribhoi district unit, stated that the NHAI officials have promised to expedite the work on the pending issues, and it reflects a positive step towards ensuring a safer and more efficient highway for the public.
Nakaliang jong ka National Highway Authority of India, lembaga office jong project director na po ka Shillong, berkunjung na po ka regional office na po Guwahati, ilai po imene rangkat ka office jong DC, lembaga jong DC office Sir Abhilash Baranwal, tadang kini ki RTO gilalibu ya ka dorkas jong DC office, ban penpau ya kajing angnot jongi nadu kisnem kiba nadu kisnem ajak handreu, kabangi kwa ya kajing don jong ki foot over bridge, kiba tikena jingdon kam ban pini tenat yang ne ka sor nopo ajngi kabala tip kum kanong po town iyo I ya kini diksnai ki drainage kabangi la ken po dorkas pat mentaski ngila penpau ya ki lembaga inspection abangi laong ya ka dorkas ba ya kini ki drainage ki bagsna ki long ki badet bat ki bon ki wara ya ka jingdap po sor nopo lembaga di poslap.
Tensions surfaced along the interstate border on Sunday afternoon after members of the Federation of Khasi Jaintia and Garo People, FKJGP, detained 2 men from Assam who were allegedly conducting a survey of a water canal in the Killing area of Baridwa, Ribhoi district without authorization. According to reports, the 2 individuals believed to have come from Guwahati were identified as surveyors working under a project of the Guwahati Metropolitan Development Authority, GMDA. They were reportedly carrying out measurements and marking sections of the canal when they were intercepted by FKJGP members. Led by General Secretary Alan Donald Sopadang, FKJGP members questioned the men about their presence and the purpose of their work. The group alleged that the individuals had no permission from the Meghalaya District Administration or local village authorities to conduct any form of survey in the area. Following the incident, the FKJGP handed over both men and their equipment to the Khanapara police, urging law enforcement to take appropriate action in accordance with the law.
Ini nakalian ke FKJGP Tamarwat Circle nilai opat ini dilakhar ki bawan survey caka jungi jogani ka killing but di pendam jur apa kiwan bende kumkini cakam but la IT no iki sikulit bende ikamakam Ini na po GMDA kata di Metropolitan Development Authority Joka Guwahati.
After waiting for 35 years, residents of Maulai Nong Padang rejoiced as their long-pending road project has been sanctioned and construction is about to begin. In a gathering held at Kper Shiliang, Block B, the Dorbar Shnong received the official work order for the project. The new 580-meter long road sanctioned under the PWD Roads Department at a cost of Rs 4.5 crore will connect Block A to Block B. Of the total stretch, 220 meters had been completed earlier and the remaining 360 meters will now be constructed. Addressing the gathering, Rangbachnong Kitkupar Kharshieng expressed gratitude to former MDC Taibor Langpathau and Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong for helping make the long-awaited project a reality. The new road is expected to ease travel and improve connectivity within the locality.
Hong Shai, Bakum Kashnong Dungi, Ladakawan Nang no. In Hapai, Ladakadenu E, in Iburamba UE, Abadayu B, in IB. Abada ino, hamdan nyaw silang. Hoy, ya kata kajing long brio, barkan ni don politics. Mangar ko don politics, tama kata kadigi, simet, habang yang kum kasinong. Apryang lot ya barkan. Hamdan nyaw UE UBC, ipriang. Ada kawan na UE, ipriang, kawan UB ipriang. Lada don ginong song. Kibon wara. Ekaroy kapal, lakade no E, no B, no C, kasinong dungi, kalong welcome. Mangimbo do full stop, about the M. Habawan karoy kapal kum kasinong, indipen pediak.
The first block-level Chief Minister's Youth Engagement Program 2025 for Betasing CNRD block was held today at the Multi-Facility Hall, Ampati. The event was organized by the District Sports Office, Southwest Garo Hills, to promote youth involvement in cultural, academic and innovative activities. The event brought together students and young talents from various parts of the district. Multiple competitions were held in both solo and group categories. The solo event included folk song, quiz, poetry writing, story writing and guitar, while the group events featured folk dance and innovation in science and technology. Participants showcased their creativity, cultural identity and intellectual skills throughout the program. Officials appreciated the enthusiasm and dedication of the youth, noting that the initiative helped empower young people and strengthened community engagement. The All Meghalaya Primary School Teachers Association, or the AMPSTA, today met Commissioner and Secretary Vijay Kumar Mantri to discuss the various pending demands, especially on the key issue of the inability to appoint teachers in lower primary schools due to the roster system. Talking to reporters, AMPSTA Secretary FC Shulai informed that there are as many as 256 vacant lower primary teacher posts that remain unfilled due to the implementation of the roster system in recruitment. He stated that the association has suggested that 80% of teaching posts in the Khasi Jaintia Hills should be filled by Khasi Jaintia candidates and 80% in the Garo Hills by Garo candidates.
Ito ko ba ang yaki percentage kan? Kadang kita ngi ong ba subu mentahang ni school Khasi Jungi primary Pidan Gumashipho Jatali, School Primary. They la da Jiaba Ong Ya, the Ganiga Rostang, not even advertising Marvaga Kremia, but they bandan Garo, but way. Tingyong, but Lukumno cut you primary level, Fidivan Polite, but Kasi, Kikasi, hanging into Kasi, taken 1 by 80%. They Garo Shateru. Una advertising untuk hidup. Baru ditang itai problem nama bah kibabun kini officer pat kimio kem yang kini kejingbut ke bawah udan mu hang ni, bat ke bawah batai yang ni mentan hang ni. Kalau bah ngihap ban ye bid ke roster bat kibat bat kiblok. Bam ailat yang ni ban advertise. Di mentang ila yo yang ni ke kopi nu kum ke session ngin sepuli punya bah bat ni select ban ye kendu yang kini ki officer ke prepare SDSU prepare kenang mungin hai kini ke jing syai bat insalah ban advertise sigi.
Now let's have a look at the national news. Now we will have a short break.
एक जमाने से कहानी है सुना रही आकाशवाणी, फिर आया एंटरटेनमेंट का रेवोल्यूशन, जब कोने कोने पहुंचा दूरदर्शन। कहानी नहीं बदली, स्टाइल गया है बदल। जो कहानियां हम सुनते आए देखते आए, अब वही वैसी ही कहानी सुनाएगा डिजिटल।
डाउनलोड वेव्स OTT ऐप नाउ एंड वॉच फॉर फ्री।
Now let's have a look at the national news. Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated the India Maritime Week in Mumbai today. The theme of this year's India Maritime Week, Uniting Oceans, One Maritime Vision, reflects the timeless Indian ethos of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The maritime sector is emerging as one of the strongest pillars of Viksit Bharat. The forum has evolved into one of the most prominent maritime gatherings in the world, with participation from 85 countries, over 500 exhibitors and 40 forums. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Shah said that India's maritime vision is anchored in safety, stability and self-reliance. He stated that India is emerging as a strong maritime power due to the comprehensive structural reforms undertaken in recent years.
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी का मैरीटाइम विजन सुरक्षा, स्थिरता और आत्मनिर्भरता के 3 स्तंभ पर आधारित है और हमने लक्ष्य रखा है कि दुनिया में शिप बिल्डिंग इंडस्ट्री में हम टॉप 5 में भारत होगा। नए मेगा और डीप ड्राफ्ट पोर्ट्स का निर्माण हम कर रहे हैं। पोर्ट टेलिंग में 10,000 मिलियन मैट्रिक टन प्रति वर्ष का हमने लक्ष्य रखा है। पोर्ट ट्रांसपोर्ट को पूरी तरह से डिजिटाइज कर लिया गया है और इसके साथ ही भारत, इंडिया, मिडल ईस्ट, यूरोप इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर, ईस्टर्न मैरीटाइम कॉरिडोर, नॉर्थ साउथ ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉरिडोर जैसे कनेक्टिविटी प्रोजेक्ट से भी अब जुड़ चुका है।
Andhra Pradesh and Odisha are bracing for Cyclone Montha's landfall tomorrow. It is likely to make landfall on Andhra's coast between Manchilipatnam and Kaligapatnam near Kakinada. At least 5 Andhra districts of Kakinada, East Godavari, Konasima, Iluru and West Godavari were on their toes with a slew of contingency measures. These included evacuations from vulnerable zones, schools closures and advisories to fishermen not to venture into the seas. In Kakinada, officials started moving people from Hope Island to safer zones. Schools will be closed from October 27 to 31st in anticipation of heavy rain. In Odisha, authorities mapped 8 districts as red zones. These districts include Malkangiri, Koraput, Naba Rangpur, Rayagada, Gajapati, Ganjam, Kandhamal and Kalahandi. These areas are expected to experience the most severe impact with extremely heavy rainfall on Tuesday and Wednesday. The 4-day-long Chhath Puja entered its third and main day today, known as Sandhya Arghya. Sandhya Arghya is dedicated to the setting sun. The sacred moment signifies gratitude for the light, warmth and energy the sun provides throughout the day. On this day, families gather at river banks or water bodies carrying the soup bamboo basket filled with traditional prasad like thuka, sugarcane, fruits and lit diyas. Devotees wade into the water and offer arghya to the setting sun, praying for the prosperity and well-being of their children and family. Yes, sir. Here are some news from Northeast region. While speaking about the Special Intensive Revision, or the SIR, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma said that if SIR is announced nationwide, Assam will welcome it, and the state government has already conveyed its view to the central government in this regard. Notably, the Election Commission of India is scheduled to hold a meeting where key decisions related to Special Intensive Revision are likely to be taken during the meeting. The Chief Minister said this on the sidelines of an event in Guwahati today.
We are aware that today Election Commission is having a press conference. If SIR is announced nationwide, definitely we will welcome it, and we have already conveyed our view to the central government in this regard already.
Moving on to international news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi participated virtually in the 22nd ASEAN-India Summit held in Kuala Lumpur on Sunday. The Prime Minister joined ASEAN leaders in reviewing progress in ASEAN-India relations and discussing new initiatives to strengthen the comprehensive strategic partnership. This marked his 12th participation in the India-ASEAN Summit. In his address, Prime Minister Modi reiterated India's support for ASEAN unity, centrality and the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific. He also called for the early review of the ASEAN-India Free Trade Agreement, noting that it would help unlock the full economic potential of the partnership and benefit the people of the region.
हम ग्लोबल साउथ के सहयात्री हैं। हम केवल व्यापारिक नहीं, सांस्कृतिक साझेदार भी हैं। आसियान भारत की एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी का मुख्य स्तंभ है। भारत सदैव आसियान सेंट्रलिटी और इंडो पैसिफिक पर आसियान के आउटलुक का पूर्ण समर्थन करता रहा है। अनिश्चितताओं के इस दौर में भी भारत आसियान कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप में सतत प्रगति हुई है और हमारी ये मजबूत साझेदारी वैश्विक स्थिरता और विकास का सशक्त आधार बनकर उभर रही है।
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Monday met New Zealand Prime Minister Christopher Luxon on the sidelines of the ASEAN Summit in Kuala Lumpur, where both leaders reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening bilateral ties and ensuring a secure and stable Indo-Pacific region. EAM Jaishankar, who is representing Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the 20th East Asia Summit in Kuala Lumpur, shared details of the meeting on X. A pleasure meeting PM Christopher Luxon on New Zealand on the sidelines of ASEAN 2025 meetings, extended warm greetings from PM Narendra Modi, welcomed his commitment to advance our bilateral cooperation and nurture a free and open Indo-Pacific, he posted. French police have arrested 2 suspects over the Brazilian jewelry heist at the Louvre, just as one of them was about to fly out of France, the Paris prosecutor said on Sunday. 2 men in their 30s and originally from the capital's Saint-Denis suburb, which includes some of the country's most deprived areas, were detained on Saturday evening. They were known to French police, and one of the suspects was about to fly to Algeria from Charles de Gaulle Airport. There was no indication that any of France's stolen crown jewels had been recovered. 4 hooded thieves made off with 8 precious pieces worth an estimated $102 million from the Louvre's collection on October 19th, exposing security lapses at the world's most visited museum. And now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report. The minimum temperature was recorded at 30 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 20 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 78%. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature was recorded at 25 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 13 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 81%. Meanwhile, in July, the minimum temperature was recorded at 13 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 25 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 76%. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Juwai says dry weather is most likely. And now, before we end the news, the headlines once again. Top Congress leaders from West Khasi Hills join NPP. Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong says the NPP-led government works through action rather than words while welcoming Congress leaders. Rise in cattle smuggling along Indo-Bangladesh border. BSF seeks early handover of land from state government to complete fencing. Chhath Puja being celebrated with pomp across the country. Devotees offer Sandhya Arghya to setting sun. Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurates India Maritime Week in Mumbai, says India is emerging as a strong maritime power. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi participates virtually in ASEAN-India Summit, seeks early review of an ASEAN-India Free Trade Agreement. Well, viewers, with that we have come to the end of the news. Until we meet again tomorrow at the same time, same channel, thank you for watching and good night.
अब चयनित राज्यों में एसआईआर का दूसरा चरण प्रारंभ किया जाएगा। अब फेज 2 12 राज्यों में